Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Ariel, and today we're going to be doing some exercises to relieve tension and tightness in the neck and shoulders. Let's get started. So to start out, you're welcome to sit or stand. You might be on the ground or in a chair, on your bed. Just find a comfortable position where you can sit up nice and tall. To start out, we're going to lengthen through the spine, lifting from the lower back up through the rib cage, rolling the shoulders back, and then lengthening through the back of the neck as if you have a string going from the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Begin to let the breath flow in and out through your nose if that works for you. We want to allow oxygen into the body as we start to loosen up the muscles. As we breathe, begin to deepen the breath, having it move from the chest down into the diaphragm, as if you're blowing up a balloon within the chest cavity. Being aware of your length, allowing yourself to grow taller as you breathe. And then starting to bring movement into the neck. So we'll bring the neck down towards the chest. And breathe here. Now with each of these exercises, I only want you to go as deep as is comfortable for you. If there's something that's just not working for your body, feel free to skip it or adapt it to yourself. You can go as deep as feels comfortable for you. Then we'll be there about 15 to 30 seconds, continuing to breathe as we hold this stretch. If you feel good where you're at and can go a little bit deeper, you're welcome to do that. And when you're ready, slowly start to come back up. From here, we'll start to lift the chin, so we're not dropping the neck back. We're just lifting the chin and keeping the length through the back of the neck. If you want, you're welcome to bring the hands up to assist the neck to keep that length here. Again, breathing deeply as you stay in this position for about 15 to 30 seconds. Always adjusting. If you feel like this is too deep, you can back out of it, or if you feel like you need a deeper stretch, you can go a little bit deeper into it. And then bringing the neck back to center. We'll look over to the right, drawing the neck over, keeping the chin level. We're looking back over the shoulder as far as we can. If the neck doesn't move in this direction, just go to the point where your neck can go and then breathe into that area, trying to relax the tension that you feel there. As you stay in that position and work on relaxation, then you should be able to gain a little bit more range of motion. From here, we're going to drop the chin down towards that shoulder. If you want, you're welcome to bring the right hand up and rest it on the head gently for a deeper stretch, trying to drop both shoulders down. The hand isn't necessary. You're welcome to just keep the hand down as you stretch your chin down towards that shoulder. If your hand is on your head, you can release it and bring the head back up, back to center, and moving over to the left side. So keeping the chin level, first drawing the head over to the left. You might look slightly behind your shoulder, continuing to have that deep, full breath throughout this practice. If you feel like you can go a little bit further, you're welcome to go a little bit further. Being really mindful of your body, making sure you're not pushing it to a point where you're feeling pain or discomfort. It should feel good, or you should be on the edge of pain but not pushing into the pain. We'll be here just a little bit longer and then we'll start to tuck the chin down. When you're ready, tuck that chin down towards that shoulder. You're welcome to bring the hand up or keep it down. The hand isn't necessary. If you do bring it up, just rest it gently on the head. Don't put a lot of pressure into the hand. And breathe. We'll be here for a couple more breaths. If the hand is on the head, gently release the hand and start to bring the head back up, coming back to center. Going back to the right, instead of moving the head over, we're just going to tilt that ear down towards the right shoulder. Only going as far as is comfortable for you. For me today, I'm a little tight here. But find that sweet spot right before pain or discomfort where it should feel good. If it's a little bit uncomfortable, maybe sit in that for a minute and see how it's feeling for you. See if it starts to relax as you stay there, or if you need to back out just a little. Continuing to breathe wherever you are. Coming back up to center, we'll drop down to the left shoulder now. Dropping left ear to left shoulder. Breathing, trying to go straight over rather than dropping the head forward or back, but really feeling out your body, your neck, where you are today. And with any of these exercises, you're welcome to use the hands to assist the neck if there's been some sort of injury or some tightness or something that doesn't allow the neck to support itself naturally. We'll be here just a couple more breaths. Start to lift the head back up. Shake out the neck just a little bit, gently. We'll move into the shoulders, still working on the neck. If your legs are crossed, take a moment to uncross them and switch the cross of the legs. So whichever one was on top, put on bottom this time. Get back into whatever seated position is comfortable for you. And start to roll the shoulders forward gently. If you're sitting in a chair, you might drop your hands down to either side of the chair, or if you're standing, they can just fall by your sides. Roll the shoulders back. connecting breath to movement. Let the shoulders fall down. Inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale through the mouth, dropping the shoulders. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Great job. From here, we're going to interlace the fingers in front of us and just press the hands down towards the ground for a moment. We'll start to lift the hands out in front of us. Just to wherever your range of motion goes, they might stop in front of you, or if you'd like, you can start to lift them up and over the head. Wherever your arms come to, take a moment to breathe into that area, into that stretch. Maybe going a little bit deeper if you feel like you can. And then slowly bringing the hands all the way back down. Unlacing the fingers, maybe popcorning the hands a couple of times, the fingers, getting them moving. Then we're going to start to lean over to the right as if we're in between a pane of glass. So we shouldn't be moving forward or backwards, just straight on to the side. You can drop the right hand down, either beside you if you're standing or on a chair, or you can start to bend the elbow if you're on the ground. Left hand can come to the waist, or it can start to lift up and over the head. Depending on where your neck is, it might feel comfortable to look down. You might just keep the gaze forward, or you might look up towards that hand above you, or the ceiling if you have your hand down. Breathing here. And coming out. We'll go to the other side. So letting that hand drop down, starting to move the body to the side, being really mindful that you're nice and tall and straight through all of this. The other hand, right hand this time, can come to the waist, or if you want, it can come up and over the head. Gaze can come down, forward, or up, depending on what your neck needs tonight, or whatever time of day it is for you. Continue to breathe. If there's ever a moment where you don't feel like you can breathe, you just need to back out a little. Start to come back up. Take a deep inhale and full exhale. 1 more deep inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Going to bring those hands up again. Again, you can do a side stretch if you want, or you can take hands up, grabbing the right wrist and lifting it up and over the body, stretching over to the left. And then switching wrists, stretching over to the other side. Let the hands fall back down. We're going to bring the hands to the knees, unless we're standing. If you're standing, I'd recommend sitting down for this next exercise, or you can just attempt it while standing. The motion should be similar, just a little bit more difficult. So we'll move through some cat-cows. So we'll start at the tailbone and start to arch the spine forward. Start to lift the chest. You might lift the gaze. And then on the exhale, you'll start to round, starting at the tailbone, starting to cave in the stomach and chest, and to lean back, rounding through the spine, dropping the chin. Inhale, coming back up, arching, and exhale, rounding. You can do these at your own pace. There might be an area where you want to pause for a moment, You can take a couple breaths in that spot if there's somewhere that feels particularly tight or it feels like a particularly comfortable stretch. Move through a couple more of these. One more. And then coming back up to center. Breathe deeply. Now for this next exercise, I want you to find a comfortable seated position, or you might lie down here. We're going to do a body scan. Take a minute to observe how we feel from how we started to now. If comfortable, this is a great place to close the eyes. We're going to pay attention to the spine. We'll move back into that tall position, rolling the shoulders back, lifting through the back of the neck and spine, pretending that we're being lifted from the crown of the head. Now, starting at the crown of the head, let relaxation wash over you. Relaxing and releasing any tension you might be holding in the forehead. On the inhale, bring attention to the eyes, and on the exhale, relax and release any tension. On the next inhale, bring attention to the face and the jaw, the ears. And on the exhale, relax and release any tension you might be holding. Focusing on the neck where it connects to the head and the skull. Pay attention to the chin. Relaxing and releasing any tension you might feel in the upper neck, in the chin. On the next inhale, bringing the attention down to the lower neck where it begins to connect to the shoulders. Relaxing and releasing any tension that you might feel in the neck and shoulders. Allowing your body to melt down, to feel as if it's sinking towards the ground. The chin might tuck slightly. Now bring attention to the shoulders themselves, relaxing and releasing any tension you might still be holding there. If helpful, you might drop the hands down to the sides. If you're on a mat or on the ground, the fingertips might lightly touch the mat or ground. If you're standing or sitting, they'll just float, reaching down to the ground, allowing gravity to pull you down, allowing the breath to lift you, letting your body naturally fall into this position. Take one more deep inhale, and with your next exhale, let the eyes flutter open. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that helped you relax a little bit. If this video is helpful, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.